Okay, he gets the ball outside. Yes, oof. Yes, oh, Rugby. Whoa, man alive. 12 Champions Cup games and 9 Challenge Cup games. That's 21 games. How am I supposed to even watch every match? Never mind say something insightful, funny, and deeply moving about them, like I usually do. Let's just start with the Champions Cup. Montpellier went to London Irish and won. As always, Kobus Reinach wanted a try, so he grabbed one. The Sharks made their Champions Cup debut in Durban. They battled the Harlequins, but Chamberlain's late try made the bonus points certain. Racing 92 were never at the races. 10 points to the visiting Leinster's 42 left egg on their faces. The Stormers got cold and slowed down in France. Clermont shook off the mould and then took their chance. 40 minutes in and Gloucester had some bother. But Bordeaux blew the lead and left in dishonour. The Bulls and Lyon had a very nice night out, but the waiter impeded. How would you like your turnovers, they asked. Both replied, conceded. La Rochelle are the champs and they have a target on their back. Thanks for coming, Saints. It's cute that you had a crack. The Chiefs have been champs and they would like to get back up there. Cas couldn't even score a trial game, which left their fans in despair. At least Cas scored some penalties. Ulster got none. Sale ran the ball like crazy and there were 14 points for Rob Dupre's son. Saracens are back in the big leagues. Edinburgh lost but showed the hosts they'd have to up their game by degrees. Tortured. Munster versus Toulouse is quite the world-class rivalry, but I couldn't prove it to you. My TV just looked like a wall painted with matte ivory. And finally, the Ospreys hosted the hard-hitting Tigers. My money on Borthwick's soon-to-be coachless fighters. I apologize for rhyming. A man my age should know better. But what can we take out of the weekend? Well, La Rochelle is still bloody good. The Stormers need to learn to play in conditions other than a dry and windless 22 degrees, and the Bulls can beat you with their C team. And why are we all just allowing the number 1 ranked team in men's international rugby to just play in club competitions? It results in batterings. There was also the competition played down in the basement. The mongrel clubs of the Challenge Cup had their first round of games this weekend with the added twist of some Safa teams. Stade Francais broke a bottle over Benetton's head. Perpignan ate a fist from the Bristol Bears. The Lions and Dragons knocked themselves out in a drunken stupor. Pau took a shank from the visiting Cheetahs. Bath got choked out cold by the Glasgow Warriors. Cardiff absolutely curb-stomped Brive. Connacht headbutted the Falcons. Zebre only just got their nose broken by Toulon. And the Scarlets bit Bayonne. Just straight up. All I can really say about the Challenge Cup is that it's definitely a rugby tournament. I'm backing Connacht, Stade and the Bears to go far. Mostly it's funny to see the differences between the teams in this competition. The Cheetahs barely play any rugby and the Bears are trotting out 500k a year players. It's silly stuff. There will be more silliness from the global rugby competitions this coming weekend. 21 games again, no way to keep up with them all again. Is there even time to do some news? Let's just see what's out there. Not much apparently. After last week's firings and hirings of coaches, this week has been pretty timid. There are still only bookies odds over who will take over the England job from Eddie Jones. Most people seem to think it'll be Steve Borthwick of the Leicester Tigers, but apparently he comes with quite the hefty release fee. We'll see if the RFU can scrape together the cash. It is turning into a very expensive December for them. If you're interested in some school rugby action, the World Schools Festival is happening in Thailand right now. It is a small tournament with only 9 teams from about 5 countries, so not really global. The website is pretty sparse, but it looks to be schools from England, New Zealand, South Africa and Ireland. I can't really tell who else. But it is all free on YouTube. If you have some interest, just head over there and enjoy some schoolboy rugby. Just turn off the live chat if you value your eyeballs. It is filthy in there. And that was a rugby update for this week. I will see you all next week after another massive amount of games to talk about. Honestly, it's December. I should be watching cricket right now.